this live. I think it says our stream health is decent, so we will see what we have. Hello. Okay, trying this Facebook Live on my GoPro. It's got some little windjammer type stuff on there, so hopefully the wind noise is not as bad. I've never done this before, don't know if it's working that well. I can't even preview it on my phone, so hopefully you guys can see everything all right. So here we are, St. Lawrence River, nice and vast, very open, catching some good fish today. Nothing over 5 pounds yet, but we have a decent one on a bed right here that we're gonna try and catch. But I'll quickly go over kind of what we're doing, what we're looking for. So as you can see, here's the graph. This place is absolutely huge. Here's like some of the places we've been traveling around. Don't know how many miles we've gone or any of that, but as you can see, we've been all over the place. So kind of zooming into what we're looking for to catch these spawning fish is you can see pretty well here. This is like the main river channel. It's 100 feet, 120 feet deep in places, and it comes up on a big like ledges here, and they turn into larger flats. Like over here is only 8 to 10 feet, and then all these light blue areas are basically shoals. So areas where rocks come up. So like around this one is only a few feet deep. There's actually a small little island, which you can see maybe over here. It's got some birds on it. And then where we are over here is actually just a very small little shoal. So basically what we do is find an area on the map like this that we want to go to, and then we get up here on the trolling motor, put it on high, and we start covering water. You start looking around through all these flat areas with the shoals, and you're looking for light colored bottom similar to this right here, and that is the type of bottom that they actually put beds on and spawn on. So I think we have one actually right here. You can see the white area, which is like shells, and then inside of that there's like the black, very small rocks, like almost, I don't know, it's a little bit smaller than baseball sized rock that a lot of these fish will sit on. And those have tended to been the a little bit bigger fish on those type of rocks. But then the key component here to catch these fish is this guy, which is the flogger. I've talked about it before. Also known as a bath scope. It's basically just a piece of plastic that screws together in 3 sections. We paint it black inside and out, so you have less reflection, less light coming through it. You can see a lot better. And on the bottom, it's just like a big piece of plexiglass. And you stick this under the water, and then I can direct Ryan what to do. Bait of choice is this guy here. Big bite bait, smallie smasher. It's supposed to imitate a goby. I don't know if you can see that very well. So it's just like a little flapping worm kind of. Use a 1 ounce drop shot weight. It's a little bit of current here. We're only in like 12 feet of water, so it's not too bad. But you want to use the chartreuse, real bright color, so we can see a little bit better, track the bait actually on the bed. So I'm gonna try and set this camera up over here, and maybe if this fish cooperates, you will be able to see us catch through and through, minus the looking for them part. But we basically just drive around. We've probably caught, I don't know, 7 or 8 this morning just driving around, but we almost get to the point where we get a little picky and we don't even catch the smaller ones. We try and just get the bigger ones, looking for the big bites. So let's see. Ready? Yeah, he's like actually underneath the auger here. Get ready, set. Okay, so that was, that's how you do it. That went really well. They don't always bite that quick. Sometimes they are stubborn, they don't want to eat, or it sits right in front of their face because they're actually not like hungry. Usually it's more of a defense mechanism, trying to keep whatever's on their bed. And like I talked about earlier, the gobies, which is what we're imitating, they're little, they kind of look like big tadpoles, but they're actually an invasive species that was brought in here through shipping boats. And same with zebra mussels, and they have turned this river from what was dingy, low visibility in the 90s into ultra clear. You can see 20, 25 feet deep. And the gobies have just created pretty much the perfect environment for the smallmouths just to feast on and grow huge. So you're used to, the guy we know up here said you'd catch a 3-pounder in the 90s and that was a big fish, and now a 3-pounder is like, oh, okay, it's just another one. So we're looking for the 5s and 6s, which we've been unable to get a 6 so far. We've had a 5/8, a bunch of 5s, low 5s, and then a couple in the mid 5s. This one, let's see, he's probably going to be in the 4s. If I had to guess. As you can see, they fight too a lot. Current, drag. We're also using light tackle, 8-pound line with a braid as their main to an 8-pound 4-carbon leader. So they like to run. They also see the boat when you get close, and that makes them just dive back down even more. Might be a 5.
Nice one.
That's what we're looking for, though. That's a nice fish. That's probably a 5-pounder. Beautiful color, as you can see.
Awesome fish.
So
that's definitely a 5.
Yeah. The last 3 days we've been able to catch, if we would, you know, be fishing a tournament or something, you just count your best 5 fish, they would all go over 25 pounds for smallmouth, which is pretty insane. This is one of the few places in the country that's possible, minus maybe Lake St. Clair, and there's a few other northern waters that do have good population of smallmouth like this. But you know, part of the reason why we drive over 1,000 miles to come here is because the quality of fish that are available. And we've probably 20 miles downriver, miles upriver, and then the pattern we're on right now is pretty much holding up in most parts of the river, minus downriver where the current was way too strong. So we opted to come up here today, a little bit closer to Lake Ontario, to see what we can get. So let's see what this fish weighs. Oh, oh, geez! Look at this. 6, so oh, right around 5. Can you see that? 603 is the smallest I've seen.
I've done it.
620.
Got the 6.
But 624 is the highest. So it's bouncing in between there. So you're giving it about 6'1". So we're gonna snap some pictures of this. That's Ryan's personal best and what we came here for, to catch a 6-pounder. And that's pretty nuts that we actually got that on camera. I didn't think that fish was that big on that bed.
I didn't either.
And that's another thing too. You got to train your eyes. Like, this fish was in 13 or 11 to 13 feet. So a big fish doesn't look all that big actually on a bed when it's that deep. And sometimes you'll get them that are only 6 or 7 feet deep and they look huge, and they're not actually that big. So we're gonna get some measurements and some more pictures, because I'm pretty sure Ryan's gonna want to get this one mounted. A replica, of course. We're catching a release here. Let all these fish go, let the fishery thrive, and you know, so we can keep coming back years to come, catch more big fish. And if there's anyone at home that ever wants to come, and you got a bass boat, or you like to catch big smallies, definitely encourage you to come here. You can catch a 6-pounder like that, and plenty of 5s, and just chase big fish in big waters. Nothing like it. Favorite place to be. Beautiful weather, minus the wind. Hopefully the wind is not too bad. So in this for now. Now that I got the live stream working on the GoPro, I might turn it on again in a little while and just have it pointing up, so if anybody wants to watch at home and watch us actually cruise around the flats, find the fish, and kind of see the entire process, you'll be able to see it. But until then, hopefully the stream is at least of decent quality. I can see the health bar going down a little bit, but pretty awesome that we just saw Ryan catch his new personal best smallie on camera, and I didn't even think it was quite that big. I didn't think it was. Yeah. So we thought maybe upper fours, low 5s. So right on. We'll be in touch later. We'll be putting another live stream out at some point, and I'll see how the audio turns out. So thanks for watching.